Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here and welcome to the first episode of the Random Pick here on FIFA 17 Ultimate Team. My most popular series ever is returning for FUT 17 and these are the basic rules for anyone that hasn't ever watched the series before. We need to try and build a pretty cool team featuring at least 3 random pick players. Those players are picked up on the market by simply going to a random page and selecting either the highest rated player, like we'll definitely do for the first few weeks, and then as we move through FIFA, sometimes we go for the most interesting looking player, or a special item, or sometimes we even choose the random pick players from my own club. It's a way for me to do a squad builder series on my channel that gives you guys different options of different teams, and we're always guaranteed to have something pretty different every single week. So if you do enjoy guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It really motivates me to make more of this type of content. And don't forget, if you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me as well. So let's get cracking then. So the first random pick player today is going to be of gold quality and it'll be the highest rated one on the page. You can see the price in the bottom corner there. We're going between 2,000 and 4,000 coins for all 3 of the random pick players today. Each of them can be between that budget. And on page number 10, our first random pick player is this guy. He's 83 rated. He's the highest one on the page. It is Shinji Kagawa. It is the Dortmund central attacking midfielder. I was quite happy when I saw that because he's got a very good standout stat of 87 dribbling. Now I believe we go somewhere like page number 20 or something for the second random pick player. It is number 20 and we get the option of 2 different players. One is Diego Alves, the goalkeeper. 2 is Pedro, and he's an outfield player in the Premier League. I thought, you know what, we're definitely going to go for the Spaniard and stick him into our ultimate team. So we've got Kagawa, we've got Pedro, 2 83 rated players. Let's add another player to the ranks. We go to page like number, is it 15 or 14 this time? It is page number 15, and on that page, there are like 3 different options. We could go for Carvajal, we could go for Luis Gustavo, or we could even go for João Moutinho. But I decided to go for Carvajal because I figured that would split the team up quite nicely. 3 different leagues, and we can try and build off of that. So the next thing we do, of course, is we go and create a squad. I need to choose a formation, and for the first episode today, I've gone with the 4-3-2-1. It was a popular one on my series last year. It is one of my favourite formations on the game. Right early on in FIFA 17, let's try it out. Let's see how good it is. And I had a pretty good idea of what I wanted to do. So this is where I'm going to play all 3 of the players. We have right back for Carvajal, right centre midfield for Kagawa, and left forward for Pedro. And the team around them looks like this. It's definitely not the most expensive team you'll ever see, but I thought it's a little bit more expensive than a budget starter team, or maybe this even does class as a budget starter team. If so, go ahead, go build it, see what you can do, you know, enjoy it and see how you get on with a team like this. So Carvajal is our first random pick player. He's 83 rated, he's got 82 pace, 79 dribbling and 81 defending. I already had him in my club, but if I didn't, he would literally cost around 2,500 coins, which is fantastic for an 83 rated right back in a very popular league. Of course, for a very popular club. Now moving on to the centre-backs, Inigo Martinez and I think his name was Rydveld come into the squad, both pacey centre-backs. Left-back today we've got a guy called Dykes, not sure. Van Ginkel comes in, or Van Hinkel comes in. He plays for Chelsea. He links the Eredivisie up to the Premier League in this squad. And then we have Sebastian Rode coming into the midfield as well. A strong German for Dortmund. And we've got a little bit of a Dortmund triangle going on here. One of those parts of the triangle is our second random pick player. That is Shinji Kagawa. He is 83 rated. He's got 79 pace, only 68 shooting, but he has got 75 passing and 87 dribbling. I like that about him. 4-star skills and weak foot, of course, and medium work rates. Of course, he'd probably be better at cam, but I wanted to try him out here in this particular squad because I knew that I could get Pedro further forward, and I really wanted to try out Pedro, see how good he is. Ousmane Dembele and Loic Remy come into the squad as well. A little bit of a French duo coming up there, linking a couple of leagues together from the Bundesliga and the Premier League. And Pedro is our third and final random pick player. He's 83 rated, of course, with 82 pace, 84 dribbling, and 76 shooting and 77 passing. Pretty decent stats, not going to lie. He looks to be a good player, and of course, he's also got 4-star skill moves and a pretty amazing 5-star weak foot. I'm happy about that. So I'm going to add a new section into the random pick, and that is chemistry styles for each of our 3 players. I went with Backbone for Kagawa, I've gone for Architect on Kagawa, and then also moving on to Pedro, we go for the Maestro chemistry style. Chem styles this year seem to add a massive boost if a player is played on full chem, so why not make them, make them an actual thing in the game, stop them being a bit of a placebo effect, and actually see how good and how well they work on the players. And I think I've chosen 3 pretty good ones for our players today. So moving on into the clips then, we were pretty successful with this team. I scored a lot of goals, and just a little bit of a tip for you guys, if maybe you're struggling a little bit on Ultimate Team, the game to me feels so much better in FUT Champions knockout tournaments than it does on just online singles or seasons, because I get a lot more lag and button delay in the seasons or the online single matches than I do in the daily knockout tournaments in FUT Champions, because FUT Champions has like a dedicated mediated servers. It means that you don't really experience lag, and the gameplay, it feels like I'm the version of me that I want to be on FIFA when I'm playing FUT Champions. So that's a little heads up to you guys. Maybe if you're struggling, if you're finding things to be a little bit laggy or button delay, that type of thing. Hopefully that gets sorted at some point. Otherwise, I'm going to be playing a lot of games in FUT Champions this year, which I think I'll be doing anyway. But you're seeing clips going in the background right now. We scored a couple of goals with Ousmane Dembele, who I've been very, very impressed with. And I think I'm literally trying to put in as many different squads as I can at the moment, whether it be him featuring in my Road to Glory, whether it be like just a Bundesliga team, something like that. He's a new gem of a player, little wonder kid that I really want to get involved. He also has a one to watch item, which I might think about picking up, because if he has a good season for Dortmund, he could get loads and loads of informs, and of course those informs will just automatically boost if you've got the pretty cool looking one to watch item. So you can see that there's a little bit of a trend in some of the goals that we score. The triple tap across the box seems to work complete and utter wonders for me on FUT 17. Work your way out wide, do a little bit of tricky dribbling, maybe a little 1-2 with from your winger to your striker, and then get that winger running down the line. Cut it inside, wiggle about. If you can, you'll win yourself either a penalty, or you'll win yourself a corner, or you'll triple tap that ball across, and there's no way the keeper's going to save it if your player is just there, stood in front of it, ready to win the ball. I also had some success with some headers from corners. I've only just got used to them, but the near post stuff where you can just get that player in front of the defender seems pretty decent to me. And that was a solid penalty from Shinji Kagawa right there. I'm pretty used to the penalty systems now. I did a tutorial. If any of you are interested and are struggling with penalties, I'll leave a card in the top right corner to my penalty tutorial. It's doing quite well, actually. There's a lot of people viewing it and stuff, which is obviously a good thing. And we're getting on. Yeah, penalties are quite easy. Once you get the hang of it, they are actually super simple, and they're super effective as well. There's so much more versatility in penalty taking this year. You can do things like finesse shots, which of course you could do anyway. Finesse shots, chip shots, power shots, low shots with hardly any power on them, so they just go along the floor. And different run-up styles. Of course, you can move the run-up with your player. You can take longer run-ups. You can sprint up to the ball. All of that type of stuff. So penalties, yeah, very, very versatile. So let's rate these players then. This is the section of the random pick where I go through the team, let you know how I got on with people, and then give a rating out of 10 for my 3 random pick players. The goalkeeper, the left back, the 2 centre backs were nothing incredible, I have to admit, but they weren't bad. I actually got on really well with this team, like I said. So they seem quite solid, but maybe if you do have a better budget, stretch to some more highly rated players. Now, Kagawa, I'm giving him a 4.5 star value for money, should I say, and an 8 out of 10, which I think for the first player in the random pick is a seriously high rating. Like, for 2.5k, I don't think there's going to be much better right back coming into that league. So he really did a great job for me, and I hope to use him again soon. He was a solid player. He gets up and down that wing, bombing up and down, and he sort of plays like a right winger sometimes. Shinji Kagawa then I thought was extremely average, and therefore he gets what I think is a completely bang average rating on Ultimate Team. 3 star value for money. He's like 1100 coins, but that's twice as much as discard value, and I didn't really like him. And then a 6 out of 10 because that's what I think he actually played to. I love Dembele. Remy is a goal machine. He's absolutely insane. And then we get to our main man, Pedro. Pedro got 2 goals and 5 assists in the 4 games that we played, which is insane. He's a 4.5 star value for money player in my opinion, and an 8.5 out of 10. So a slightly higher rating than Carvajal. This guy got involved a lot, and I really, really enjoyed using him. The 4-star skill, 5-star weak foot combo on this player is exceptional, and that's one of the things that turns him into this beast of a player. Also, the Maestro chemistry style. That seemed to really work out well for Pedro, and I highly recommend it to you guys if you do go ahead and build this team, use this player. There are some really good chemistry styles this year. I've actually got a video coming up either tomorrow or Tuesday where I use a Serie A team and put chem styles on each and every player to see if it actually makes a difference, and I think it does. So thank you so much for watching the first episode of the Random Pick. Don't forget to smash a thumbs up on the video if you have enjoyed, and to subscribe to my channel if you want to watch more of this FIFA 17 content, because I'm going to be providing it for you. There will be an end slate at the end of this video linking you guys to a video that I made with Ryan Bertrand, a Premier League footballer, so I'll be interested for you guys to check that out as well. Thanks for watching, enjoy your Sunday, and I'll catch you next time guys. Peace.